This is officially the Fever warning the WNBA. It's about to be on. We'll take a look at that footage.
Apart from the Indiana Fever just dropped a workout video, and the entire WNBA better take notice. Kelsey Mitchell and Clark training together isn't just another off-season clip, it's a warning shot. What we're witnessing could be the rise of the most dangerous scoring backcourt in league history. Mitchell's explosive first step, paired with Clark's limitless shooting range, is a nightmare for opposing defenses. And with the Fever stacking their roster with veterans like Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, and DeWanna Bonner, their transformation from a lottery team to a legitimate championship contender is unfolding in real time.
I was already interested to see what this team was going to do with just the big three, right? Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston. But they went out there, they signed Sophie Cunningham, they signed Natasha Howard, they went and got DeWanna Bonner.
Have you seen what's happening in Indiana? The Fever just dropped a workout video, and the entire WNBA is taking notice. But this isn't just another off-season training montage. This feels like the beginning of something special. Kelsey Mitchell and Clark are building a chemistry that could rewrite the record books next season. With Mitchell's elite speed and Clark's deep shooting range, defenses are in serious trouble.
Did they just run the three-man weave? Are they running the three-man? Is Stephanie White just saying, you know what, with all these offensive players, I think we can do whatever the hell we want. We're running the three-man weave.
What sets this backcourt duo apart from other WNBA star pairings starts with the numbers. Kelsey Mitchell averaged 19.2 points per game last season, the exact same as Clark's NCAA average. That's a combined 38.4 points from just two players. But the real magic goes beyond the stats. Their contrasting play styles, Mitchell's lightning-quick first step and Clark's limitless shooting range, create a dynamic and unpredictable offensive force. Experts aren't just intrigued, they're calling this pairing a potential game-changer for the Fever.
This is basketball. No look. We just saw the Kelsey Mitchell no look.
What sets this backcourt apart from other star guard duos in the league starts with the numbers. Kelsey Mitchell averaged 19.2 points per game last season, and Clark matched that exact mark, giving the Fever a combined 38.4 points per game from just two players. But the stats only tell part of the story. What really has basketball experts buzzing is how perfectly their games complement each other. Mitchell's explosive first step and natural scoring instincts, combined with Clark's deep shooting range and elite playmaking, create a backcourt. That's a defensive nightmare and a potential blueprint for dominance.
Okay, so this is literally what has happened here. So Caitlin has pitched to Kelsey. Caitlin gets the ball from Kelsey Mitchell, pitches back to Kelsey Mitchell, comes off a flare screen from Bree Turner, while Kelsey Mitchell has the ISO and Bree Turner rolling to the basket. Oh my.
That with what Clark brings to the table. Her shooting range is simply unprecedented in women's basketball. Much like how Steph Curry forced NBA defenses to guard the logo, Clark is stretching the WNBA to its limits. But what truly stands out in this workout video isn't just her deep shooting. It's her elite court vision. She's not just hunting for shots. She's reading the game in real time, mapping the floor, and identifying passing lanes most players wouldn't even think to look for. That combination of limitless range and next-level playmaking makes her the perfect complement to Mitchell's explosive scoring ability.
Porter's saying, keep Porter's playing defense, and his jaw, he's obviously looking in this workout, and he's like, okay, yeah, we're going to make you make a read. So I'm going to either cover the roller, or I'm going to have to cover the...
This kind of off-season synergy is what separates great backcourts from legendary ones. That no-look pass from Clark to Mitchell cutting backdoor, it's the kind of instinctual connection that usually takes years to build. Yet they're already showing it, and it's not just about flashy highlights. Watch how they move off the ball, setting screens for each other to create space. One sequence, Clark sets a perfect flare screen for Mitchell, leaving her wide open for a clean three. Now imagine trying to defend that at game speed. If this is just the preseason grind, the rest of the league better brace itself, because what's coming could redefine backcourt dominance.
With Clark, and then look, the league's best backcourt is back. the deadliest scoring offensive combination in the WNBA in Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell back in the lab.
And that's the real problem for opposing defenses. There's no right answer. Help too much on Clark's deep-range threat, and Mitchell will blow past defenders with her explosive first step. Stick too close to Mitchell, and Clark will either step back for a logo 3 or thread a pinpoint pass to a wide-open teammate. Defenders are going to have to pick their poison, and on most nights it's going to feel like a losing battle. When these two are in sync, there's no single defensive scheme that can neutralize them. The best you can do is try to slow them down, but good luck with that.
Mitchell is laser focused on the basket. That is how she's wired. That's her DNA, and everybody needs a player like that. Every team needs a player who can just go get a bucket at any time, right?
Last season, they were already lighting up defenses, not with a polished system, but with pure talent and instinct. Coaches even joked that the Fever's offense was basically just give the ball to Clark or Mitchell and pray.
Like, who is hardwired to go for the basket, and then Clark makes you think because she could pull up and shoot, she could drive by you, she could.
But this new workout footage, it's something entirely different. This isn't just two stars sharpening their individual skills. It's the foundation of a real structured offensive system being built around them. And that should terrify the rest of the WNBA, because if they were this dangerous while winging it, just imagine what happens when they're operating within a well-oiled game plan designed to amplify their strengths.
I am very, and I mean this when I say this, very excited for what this Fever team does in offense. Interesting one. Either way, it's good to see Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin working out. It's good to see the players. Good to see Bree Turner there as well. It's good to see a lot of these players coming together for the
last season, while fans were mesmerized by individual heroics, one glaring issue flew under the radar. The Fever were running one of the most basic offensive systems in professional basketball. Under head coach Christy Sides, there was little structure, no sophisticated sets, just raw talent being thrown on the court with a figure-it-out-yourselves game plan. Random benchings, questionable rotations, poor timeout management. It became clear that this team was winning in spite of its coaching, not because of it. And that's exactly what makes this new workout footage so eye-opening. This isn't just about skill development. It's proof that a real offensive system is finally being built around Clark and Mitchell.
Seeing Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell back together is great and everything, but it doesn't change what happened from last season. What is going to change what happened from last season is their continued growth of chemistry, and then all the other pieces that they got to work. If she can somehow, if she has enough offensive talent, I mean this, if she has enough offensive talent that she's able to run the three-man weave in professional basketball, she is just the greatest coach.
First time, we're seeing real offensive concepts being implemented. Just look at the pitch exchanges and three-man weave actions. None of that was even in last year's playbook. This isn't just off-season training. It's the Fever finally installing the kind of structured, high-level sets that championship teams rely on.
This team was the best offensive team in the WNBA when their entire offense was, and I kid you not, we run the floor, Caitlin hits shooters, or Caitlin runs a pick and roll. If Caitlin's open for three, she shoots. If she's open for the drive, she doesn't shoot. And Clark passes the ball to a wing. She runs under the basket, sets a fake screen for Aaliyah Boston, and comes off a pin down from the trailing big. Or if Caitlin Clark starts on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, the play is the ball's passed to the opposite side. There's a pin down for Caitlin, and if that pin down doesn't work, Kelsey Mitchell goes dribble, 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 step back, long.